Boys. So today's story time. I want to tell you fuckers a little story, all right? Something that's a little bit embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed at all about it now, but in this situation, it's embarrassing as fuck. So I want to take it back all the way back to my villain arc days. All right. So this was pre, that story of me, the issues that I went through on that holiday where I fucking cried to my mum and I ended up going to the psychiatrist and shit. It's either pre or post, one of them, regardless. It's part of the whole ass villain arc, right? And so with this story, it's a bit of a crazy one, but I'll get right into it. So about 16 years old, I'll set the scene. 16 years old, had a crush. I had a crush on this girl. And hopefully she's not watching this because this is mad fucking embarrassing. There's 3 of them involved in this actually. Let's listen, all right? Had a crush on this girl. And so, as a fucking young guy, social anxiety, didn't really know how to talk to women. It was a bit difficult to put myself out there, right? Put myself out there, say things that I didn't really, I wasn't really comfortable in saying and flirting and shit like that. And fuck, dude. I think back to those days and I think to myself, holy crap, you did seem like a fucking pussy. My God. But you know what? It's all part of the internal growth of man, right? So I had this crush on this girl for quite a while at this point, and she had known her and she liked me back. And so there was a time where we both liked each other and we both knew it. And I let it slip. I fumbled the bag big time, right? And so what happened is one time we were at this party, this house party, underage drinking, 16 years old. I'm like, fuck, I need to get some drinks in me so I can, flirt and be a bit more comfortable, be more loose. And so I'm a bit drunk and this chick's there. And I tried to talk to her, and I had my friend as well. My friend was also a girl, so it was a bit of a love triangle going on here. I'll tell you exactly what was going on. One girl, we'll call her X. I liked her, right? Another girl called Y. She liked me, and another girl called Z. Well, we were best mates. We were best friends. And so at this fucking party, I'm trying to hit on this girl. It was kind of in between this patch. Liked each other. I think she stopped liking me and I still liked her. And I tried to fucking hit on her. And so we're talking this, that, and there was the other girl here. X was here, Y is there, Z is there. And we're chatting. And long story short, they turned to me, they're like, I thought you were gay. Just to put it bluntly. They're like, honestly, I thought you were gay. And now you gotta think, 16 years old, social anxiety, and then I get hit with that. I get hit with I thought you were gay. And then Z over here is like, I thought you were gay too. This is my friend we were talking about. And then Y, the girl who also liked me, she's like, yeah, I genuinely thought you were gay. Because I wasn't making the moves on X, who I did like. And I wasn't making moves on Y, who would try make moves on me. Right? And so there's kind of this awkward ass dynamic here where I like X, Y liked me, and Z was just in between. She was friends with both of them, but also best mates with me. And so bro got hit with the I thought you were homosexual and I thought you liked men. And you can imagine what that does to one boy at the time, his confidence, right? Fucking straight down, disappeared. Whatever semblance I have or had of confidence that was left of me, it had disappeared completely. And so I remember from that fucking day forward, I turned and looked at myself in the fucking mirror and I was like, make them regret that. I was like, you better make them regret that, low key. I was like, I'm not fucking letting this slide, bro. I'm not having another girl in my life thinking that I'm homosexual or thinking that I'm gay. Nothing wrong with that, but it ain't me, right? I don't swing that way, and that's the last thing you want if you are a straight heterosexual male, is to have women think that you're gay. And so from then, I remember that day, I was like one of the switching points. In my life, there was a few switching points, right? A few turning points. And each each time I had a turning point occur, it would propel me further in that right direction that's led me to where I am today. And so the reason I'm telling you all this is, number one, to be completely open and honest and an open book, so that you guys who are going through or have gone through similar things can relate and understand that it's not the end of the world. And number two is to show you what's fucking possible if you put your mind to something, man. Is I look back at myself in those days and I think, God, you fucking acted like a simp, you looked like a simp, you dressed like a fucking freak, you had a haircut that looked like a, what do you call it? Turned me into Michael Cera. All right, people thought I looked like Michael Cera at this time of my life. And none of that was helping, straight out. And so I'm putting this out in the open so that you guys can understand and fucking apply this shit to your lives as well. If people are, you know, people knock you down, people think one way of you, which doesn't line up with reality, it's fine, it's completely fine. You know why? Fuck them. Doesn't actually matter at all. It's like, imagine your best mate, imagine people around you, even friends of mine thinking, this guy's homosexual, this guy's gay. Crushes a man's soul, honestly. So, bit of a story time for you. That's one story in my life that's kept propelling me, or that propelled me further in the direction that I am now. I was like, fuck you, watch what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna fucking work on myself, myself physically, work on myself mentally, emotionally, conversationally, so that I can come out on the back end of things, whether it's 1, 2, 5, 10 years down the track, and I want all these girls to look back. You know, as fucking silly as it sounds, but you guys will understand, right? Look about, I don't actually give a shit now, but it is good to know that, fuck, I look back now, and I want those girls to look back and look at me now and compare the difference between the two and think, fuck, what did I miss out on? What did I miss out on? This guy's a hunk, he's jacked, he looks good, he takes care of himself, he presents himself like a masculine man, he presents himself with authority, commands respect. That's what I wanted and that's what I've achieved. Now, is it about that thing these days? No, not at all. It's I do this for the love of the game, for the love of ball. And I do this because it's good for me, not for those reasons anymore. But that was one of the factors that propelled me in that direction, to actually push harder in the gym and really get into the gym properly and not just treat it like, oh, I'm going to the gym. No, I had a fucking chip in my shoulder, and every time I went in that bitch, that's what I was training for. And obviously developed downstream into other things. So I'm sure some of you are going through that or have gone through a similar situation. Just know you're not alone. Look to me as some sort of, you know, guide of what's possible down the track if you actually do work on yourself, not just physically, but also mentally as well. And what can be achieved, all right? So, bit of a story time. Just wanted to put this one out there. I haven't posted something on YouTube for quite a while. And I was like, you know, I don't want to really fucking post training and stuff like that because it's boring. I can do that stuff, and I will do more of that stuff. I want more of a professional videographer to kind of just follow me along on one of my training sessions so I can spit bars. You guys can learn some shit. But honestly, I want to keep it raw and real on this YouTube channel. I just want to talk fucking whatever comes to my mind, whatever I feel like talking about. And I'm sure it's going to resonate with some of you, and hopefully you guys like this shit. But if there's anything else you guys want me to talk about, post on here, let me know please in the comments below so I can keep continuing to be active on the socials, on the YouTube grind. I am active on IG, you all know that. And yeah, hopefully you can fucking apply something from this to your lives. Motherfuckers, I am out. It is hot as balls out here. And so, G-Max out, baby. Speak to you next time.